So here we have something very, very interesting, especially for HPA users like myself. HPA can be a very, very expensive hobby. For instance, my Wolverine category Storm 5 reg was 150 quid. One of my carbon fibre bottles was, I think, close to £200. So, it's nice to be able to do things on the cheap. And as soon as I saw this on AliExpress, I had to give it a go, just so I had a spare or I could run a slightly different configuration. I'm going to crack on with it. You probably know what it is from the title of the video already. I have found on AliExpress for the pricely sum of 29 British pounds. Obviously, if you're watching in America, you'll have to work out the exchange rate. A regulator, just a bog standard Chinesium regulator. It looks all right. Comes packaged with a Allen key, so I presume there's some kind of adjustment on there, or it's to do it up. It's not to do it up. So yeah, there seems to be an adjustment here, up and down. So we'll leave it where it is for a minute. What I'll do is I will attach it to a bottle. So some of the cheaper bottles I use are the Combat Games Essentials line of HPA bottles. Really, really good. Fantastic little bits of kit, to be honest. 40 quid, and they come with the top regulator as well, which you can't moan at. So simply screw it in. You may hear a loud pop in a second as it essentially breaks the seal. So we'll get that on nice and tight. Once that's on, that's ready to play with. Obviously, you may like it at a certain angle, so obviously put it on as you see fit. But that will then just go and sit in my tank bag, which you saw in one of my previous videos, and play. So, yeah, let's just check if it pressurizes. I've got a cable just down here, which is from HK Army, and it's their hostile range. Really, really nice 42-inch sort of remote line there. Yep, connects in without an issue. Again, probably going to be a loud noise, so if you're wearing headphones, apologies. So that works more than well. And then what I'm going to try this on is my trusty AAPO1, which has got some kind of mag adapter in it. I don't know, 3D Prism this mag adapter is. I don't know who made it. I am going to treat myself to one of the AirTac ones. I don't have any BBs in my mag at the moment, so what I'll do is I'll just fill them up. Just using the little 60 rounders with two 0.2 BBs, just for the test, as I want to get the chrono out as well and get a feel for it. So always charge, and then you won't have any issues. I know this is empty, so works fine, no issues. What I'll do is I'll put a mag in, and then I will fire just behind me, because I've got a little area that I can fire at, and the BBs will drop down safely. So what I'll do is I'm just going to chrono, just so we can get a feel for it. What I'm going to see is where it came out of the box. It looks like it's at about 120 PSI on the regulator. So that should equate to quite high FPS numbers on a 2 gram BB. But again, only time will tell on that. And we will have a quick go. So as you can see, no numbers on there. What we'll do, we'll fire a couple through. So 275 and 281 for the first ones. Hope you can see that. Sorry if you can't. 258, 274, 253. It's dropping a little bit. 260. There is a bit of variance. Like, that's not great, but you know, we're not by any means anywhere near chrono limits for the UK on a 2, so that would be quite a bit more PSI, to be honest. So I might just give that a little try just to up the PSI on there. As you can see, as I showed you earlier, there's a little screw there that you turn, and that's taken me up to about 150 PSI, which I wouldn't push any further through a HPA adapter. And then let's see what that gives us. Oh, didn't like that at all. No, I think that's a bit too much PSI for that, but it's a good proof of concept if this works. So let's take a spin off. So we'll do half a rotation, and then I'll let a couple of BBs out. Must cock it. Okay, so that seems to be, whatever that PSI is, back to about 110, 115 seems to be the golden. So yeah, that's shooting 305, 321, 318, 318, 311, 316, 314, 315. That ain't bad numbers at all. I'm just going to take the tracer off because I heard a wives' tale that sometimes tracers can mess these up and the results. So I'm just going to try it without. That's shooting around 317, 319. As you can see there, 311, 317, 317, 320, 318, 313, 319. There is a bit of variance, but it's not horrendous. And I would quite happily work with that. And the average is about 315. So, you know, it's not horrendous numbers. I'd be interested to see what 120 PSI looked like on one of my other guns, if I'm completely honest. And I do have one of them here, so I'm going to give that a go. I think I may have some 3.2s in something that you haven't seen on the channel before. My NWS. I'm going to quickly run 120 through this and see what happens. So I believe from my last game day, I've got some 3.2s in here. So that is bang on. Oh no, there was one BB left in it because I didn't have a mag in, so that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely perfect. Is it a 3.2 that I've got in there? If so, that's quite high. If it is a 3.2, I've just shot 291, but I believe what's in there is actually a 2.8, so that would be bang on. I'll have to work that one out. I'll see. I'll have a look at what I last used. But yeah, no, I am really happy with those results. For what it is, that is a great bit of kit, to be honest. So there are no more BBs in there. There's nothing going to fly out. Mag's empty. And it works great on semi. There isn't anything in there. Something fell from earlier. And then what I'm going to show you is the fun switch on the back. So So if you want to play full auto and absolutely rinse a mag in seconds. Fuck, Jesus Christ, that is going to be fun. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. For a Chinese cheap 29 quid HPA adapter, it's not an adapter, sorry, it's a reg. I don't mind that at all. I would happily buy more of them. It just works. It's not a bad bit of kit at all. Genuinely very surprised with those results on the pistol, and I need to look into results for the MWS because I don't know exactly what's in there. So I need something a bit more conclusive before I can give you any information on that. But I'll put a link in the description to this. If it's still up, great. If it's not, there are plenty on there. Some are even cheaper because you pay for delivery. This was free because it was on the choice, which is AliExpress's free delivery platform if you spend over a certain amount of money. I think it's something like £8 to the UK. So, I don't know what else to say. I'm really shocked by that. Really, really impressed. Really happy with that experience. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there because I think I want to go and do some shooting outside.